And now, ladies and germs, that famous scrapbooker, my wife, Terry Rice.
He's been wanting to do that for a year. He's got 3 days off in a row, so I let him today. It's like a celebration. Okay, today we are scrapbooking. I was just going to go back to yesterday. Today it's the 26th day of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And our sketch is by Wende Gale Rasmussen. I think I said everything correctly. And I hate pronouncing people's names because I'm just always afraid I'm going to mess them up, and I would hate that. Okay, so hopefully I didn't. And today we are doing it's a half circle with the picture in the middle. She has 2 strips maybe of journaling or just decorative strips there. She has some flowers and some maybe enamel dots or maybe sequins, and then some more flowers up here and some more sequins or enamel dots, and the title on the side. And she has the journaling around the half circle. And I'm gonna kind of do that. I'm gonna be close. Okay, so I am scrapbooking. Oh, I thought, where did that come from? I forgot I lost my paper clip yesterday. Oh, it's over here. So one of the paper, well, first of all, I am scrapbooking Skylar. I have this picture of her with sunflowers. She loves sunflowers. I think she's just amazed probably at how big they are. I mean, they are pretty amazing flowers. And I know we've grown them before, taller than my husband, who is 6 foot what? 6'1"?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were taller than him probably by almost a head. And he's got a big head, let me tell you that. I get to pick on him now all day. So anyhow, I'm going to be scrapbooking that. And I actually had a couple pictures, but I just like this one the best. She's just staring at it. She's touching the leaves. And I am using 3 stickers from this Crafter's Square, which is from the Dollar Tree. And the papers I am using are this big floral, and I think it was Heidi Swapp. I'm not sure, I can't remember for sure. I picked it up at Tuesday morning, and I actually bought, the whole thing was colors on one side, beautiful colors. So it was this beautiful yellow on one side, which I've covered up already, and then on the other side was flower. But this one, it's like the other flowers I wasn't even familiar with a lot of them, but this one was just so beautiful. I saved it for the sunflower. And I've taken from that MaxiCreative Pad Wood from P13. I'm using the wood grain from that, or the wood, I'm using that as my background. And part of it just because it's so flimsy. But, and she had not actually done that in the sketch, but I thought when I laid this paper behind there, I thought, oh, you know, it actually looks like it kind of gives the look of a fence, and it's also, it looks like there's sun hitting it up there because of the way that the flower is. So I love that. And in the sketch there was also like 2 mats with it. So I went ahead and did the one mat, and then I thought, well, I'm going to use that flower again because it just kind of has that look of the fence. And so I'm going to put her on that. And then they have the title over here, and I'm going to do that. And I'm using these Dear Lizzy. They're like puffy stickers. And so I will have to glue each one of them on because they will not stay. usually not even a few seconds, I'll just be knocking them off, so I will be gluing them down when I put them down. So I'm gonna do that, and then and mine is actually flipped over from the actual sketch because my sunflower is here where she has her half circle going this way. And she had journaling like this, but I'm gonna put my journaling between the petals of the flower. And I'm going to use Skylar's name when I looked it up for what it meant. And let me find it. And it said eternal life, strength, love, and beauty. So I'm gonna put that between the petals of the flowers because I always kind of like to look that up about names. So I thought, well, that would be a cute thing to do. And then for the last thing, I'm gonna put and love sunflowers because I thought that would be fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Skylar down here and glue her onto this second piece here. And then I'm gonna write between the petals and then I'll be right back. Okay, I have Skylar glued down over here. A little bit of glue is still showing. I usually just pull off a piece of paper and try to kind of dab at it with that because something about it being the paper kind of grabs it pretty good. So I've got eternal life, strength, love, beauty, loves flowers. And I can't tell you how nervous it makes me to have to write words, and because I'm not a good speller, but it's like I think they look okay. And I use the Paper Studio fine line pens, and they're in, I don't remember if they were in the scrapbook aisle. I think they were in the scrapbook aisle. And this is a 0.1 millimeter. And I really like that for writing on my pages. And I mean, it writes pretty skinny, and maybe I kind of shake a little bit when I'm writing because I don't know. I think it looks fine. I like how that looks the best when I'm writing on there. So, okay, so I'm ready. I've got this glued down just because I wanted to be able to know where everything was going to be. And now I'm going to put her picture here. And I usually do a very fine line of matting, but the wood framing around it, or the wood mat, I actually have it a half an inch bigger, so it's a 1/4 inch on each side. Okay, and then I had these little stickers in my, instead of a color binder, I have theme binders, and this was in like my garden section, and I don't know who makes it. They also came with like these little, and then there was another flower too, but they were like sunflowers, and this is sunflower. But I'm just using 3 of these and 1 of these, 2 of these, to do like the little bands at the bottom. And I don't, always like do all the little details, but I thought this is real pretty, and it's a real nice color with that. I thought about putting it up here, but I'm gonna put it down here on the bottom, and I'm gonna kind of put it to the one side because I'm gonna overlap one of the embellishments over top of it. And then the other one, like in the sketch, it's a little more towards the one side. Oh, actually, I've changed the, it's like the layout background I've changed, but everything else is going to be exactly the same. So this one goes on this side, and this one goes on the other side, and I'm doing that same thing. And so I'm just laying these. They're transparent, so I'm actually kind of putting the transparent right up against the other transparent, so it makes it real easy to lay them, to line them up and have them just like a smidgen from each other. So that works really good. And now, oh yes, I did lose my little thing here. Okay, and this was on that, they're layered stickers from the Dollar Tree. So this one has the little sunflowers in a little wooden crate. And I'm going to overlap this top strip and, oh, I think I need to probably glue this down a little bit since I'm going to be overlapping it. And I'm going to do this too, and you can see I didn't really get my first mat straight, but it's close. So I'm just going to go ahead and do here too, because I'm going to overlap this side too a little. And this is what I usually do at the end. And I'll do around here and everything too. Because this paper was so flimsy, I went ahead and backed it. Let's see, I backed the wood before I laid this on it. Yeah, that's what I did. And I just cut, since you know, it's really hard to get it even, I actually trimmed off 1/4 inch from each side, so I have it actually looks like a little more of an 1/8 of an inch, so that works good. Okay, so I've got that glued down. I'm going to use this little layered sticker, and I'm going to overlap this. You know, I'm all about the whole collage-y look. And then I have these little stickers that I told you came with the same thing as that. And I had one great big giant sunflower, but and I considered using that, but I decided I wanted to use the other one instead. And then I have a couple of sunflowers here that I'm going to be using. I think I'll use this one here that is this is from this same collection. And I'm just gonna, maybe I'll tuck it over here. Yeah, I like that there. Okay, oh, it looks like it's got a little bit of a, part that should have been cut off, so I'm gonna try to, they didn't come off the sticker page too good. So maybe that's how come it looks like I have a little extra piece here. And when I lay it over that yellow, I can really see it. I know you probably can't see it from there, but so I'm gonna stick that back here. So I like that there. And I usually try to, when I have one of these transparent stickers, I can always see that, you know, that clear plastic. So I usually try to burnish it as good as possible, because that way it's not quite as noticeable. Okay, and then I have a, let's see, my butterflies here. I have a kind of orangish yellow, kind of like a monarch color butterfly, and I'm going to tilt that towards the picture. And then I have a blue one, because you know she's got on blue, Skylar's in blue. And then I've got this one up here, so I'm going to put that right up there by my Loves Sunflowers. And these are Creative Memory stickers from years ago. I think they called them sprinkle stickers or something like that. Sprinkles. Yeah, I think that was it, sprinkles. And then here's another one from the Dollar Tree sticker sheet. And this, I mean, it's like out of all the stickers I had, I thought this one looked the most like a real sunflower. And you can see how it looks. When I put it up here, it almost looks like an extension of the photo. So I'm sticking that right there. And then I have another one of these little transparent ones. And I'm gonna stick one over on this side. And I'll kind of burnish it a little. And then one up here on the other side. So now I have 3 sunflowers here. I'm gonna put it up a little higher. And then I have a little Creative Memories butterfly again. And this one, he's like he's landed on something or flying towards something. So I'm gonna put him on this sunflower. And then I have another one of the blue ones, and he's gonna look like he just left the sunflowers. You know, when I'm recording the story, as Janet would say, I'm also thinking about the story in my head. Okay, and then I have these blue enamel dots from, oh, that one looks like I might need more glue, from Gina Marie's. And this one, it looks like it matches her shirt and her name perfectly, so I'm gonna use those. Let's see, where do I want to start this? I think maybe right next to it. And you know, I always kind of work I usually work my enamel dots into a little, their own little triangle. Because I like how that works as a cluster. And then I'm going to put one up here by Skylar, her name. And I'm gonna pull it up just a little bit more than the other one than I did the other, but I usually still work in a triangle. And that's it for today. And I love that sketch. I think it worked perfectly for this. So I want to thank Wendy for that. As soon as I seen that sketch, I thought, oh, I've got that sunflower paper. And Skylar with the sunflowers. So that's perfect. So remember to check out the ladies down below. I mean, the ladies and the gents down below that are also playing along. And I'm not going to go through the whole spiel again. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.